right. Well, it's time for us to make our picks on the Wizards of Weekend. Again, this is where we help you out, find something to do for you. Your pathetic lives are continuing to exist, and we try to bring a little sunshine to that.
You know what? Summer's dying, too, and there's less and less good stuff to pick from.
But doesn't it really kind of, because of the weather, doesn't feel like we even had a summer? I mean, I know people are saying that, and I'm sick of people complaining, but it doesn't feel like we've had it doesn't feel like summer to me.
I don't care if it's like this every day. I don't want the heat, and I don't want the humidity.
Yeah, you're done. You're getting older.
I am.
You're like a crotchety old man on the front steps throwing stuff at the kids.
I don't like it. Like in New Orleans, it's awful, but at least next door is always a bar. It's always an air-conditioned bar waiting on you.
Always good.
So what are you picking?
I'm going to pick Back to the 80s. Now, that is, I'm reading from it, so excuse me for turning away from the camera for those of you who are watching
look at
theday.com. Fourth Row Theater Company presents Waterford Week's production of Back to the 80s, a wild dancing in the aisles musical party of epic proportions. It's happening Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with a bunch of times, so check that out.
So does it have music from the 80s,
I guess so. That'd be fun.
Pat Travers is in there?
From the 80s? Flock of Seagulls, maybe? How about something like that? What else is there? That was your band, Flock of Seagulls.
No, I don't like Flock of Seagulls.
Yeah, but you guys all dressed like that band that you were in.
That's true. We did dress like that and have some haircuts like that, but I didn't particularly like that band.
All right, what's your pick?
Okay, Saturday night, I'm going to pick two, if I may. One.
You can.
Saturday night, Bank Street Cafe, John Lee Hooker Jr. Now, his dad, John Lee Hooker Sr.,
Sure.
one of the greatest bluesmen of all time. And normally these Offspring things, like,
it's a disaster.
It's like, just riding on the old man's coattails or whatever. Like Joe Baez Jr.
Lennon.
Yeah, Julian Lennon. Joe Baez Jr.
Yeah.
John Lee Hooker Jr., he's the real deal. He's actually very, very good.
Okay.
So that's good. And then Sunday, I'm going to go way back to my youth. I love the Moody Blues.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And they're playing at the Mohegan Sun Arena. And just very quickly, I had a Moody Blues album in my car, and my wife got in the car the other day. The Moody Blues comes on, and it had one of their, like, spacey peace poems going on or whatever. She just started laughing. It's like, what in the hell is this crap, Well, it's the Moody Blues.
Are you going to go to that?
No, I probably won't. But you know what? I've seen them 12 million times.
That'll be a good show.
So, now, we've had requests for jokes to close this out with a joke.
We were going to promise a joke every week, and last week I was remiss because I was on vacation and forgot to have a joke ready. Now, the week before that, we did a joke, and we had a couple jokes before that people seemed to love. So I dug out an old joke.
Because I don't remember jokes.
Yeah, I have to actually read the joke to follow along.
Read the joke.
Because I forget jokes.
Maybe Sassy can move the camera where they can't see.
Well, that's all right. It's okay. We'll play it off. The people at home, they're playing at home, they'll be fine. All right. This is kind of a political joke in nature, so are you ready? You might have already heard this too, by the way. Get to it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, deliver the joke.
Al Gore, Bill Clinton, and Barack Obama go to heaven.
Okay.
God addresses Al first. Al, what do you believe in? Al replies, well, I believe that I won the election, but that's your will, and I did not serve, so I've come to understand that now. So God thinks for a second and says, very good, come sit to my left. God then addresses Bill. Bill, what do you believe in? Bill replies, I believe in forgiveness. I've sinned, but I've never held a grudge against any fellow man, and I hope no grudges are held against me. God sits there and thinks for a second, and he says, you are forgiven, my son. Come sit to my right.
All right.
God then addresses Barack Obama. Barack, what do you believe in? He replies, I believe you sit in my chair.
Okay, here's where I want I like that. Why are three Democratic presidents all dead at the same time? Because one of the listeners at this radio station found them together.
Wait a second, say that again? No, do it again.
I can't remember how I delivered it.
Three Democratic
presidents are dead at the same time. I can.
This is like a riddle.
No, somebody killed them all at the same time. Why else would they be at the perfect age?
I was talking about my joke.
No.
You're talking about this particular
No, I wasn't analyzing the joke. I was just saying, how did they end up at the pearly gates at the same time?
I don't know.
Somebody got them together at a summit conference.
It might have been some kind of a lawyer convention somewhere. All right. We're out of time. Rick, thank you, my friend.
Thanks.